My sir, Naylock has a question.
What?
Your face. You seem familiar. Are you certain that you have never met Naylock before?
How would I know? Maybe. This is the way to the tar pit. Are you sure that's where we're supposed to be going? I warn you, if this is a trap...
It's not, my sir. Naylock is vermin, but he knows when he has to obey. You can trust him.
I won't. But fine.
I'm guessing for once those surface snobs are wishing for the safety of these caves.
Look at that. Another snob from the surface.
Dad.
Move along.
Hold it right there, old man. Where do you think you're going? You're a little too old for digging.
He belongs to us. We're acting under the Father's orders.
Brother Wrath, from ashes to blood, from blood to liberation. I didn't recognize you. Forgive me.
From ashes to blood, from blood to liberation. Let us through.
Of course. Father's blessings.
Father's blessings. Keep going, scum.
Yes, of course. Yes, we're here. This is where he buried the patient.
Wrong time, wrong.
We're deserted.
Finally, some fun.
Die!
Back there. That's where he buried his old skin. Please, my sir. You need to just take these last few steps alone. Naylock can't. He just can't.
Is this a trap?
What? No, of course not. It's just... Naylock can't. Don't you understand? To see him after all this time? No, kill Naylock if you don't believe him, but he will stay.
Fine. You go on ahead. What? Why? Fine. I can give you the essentials, but beyond that, I can, above all else, to leave your old life behind you. If you conscribe yourself to the Ralata, everything you do, everything you think, everything you dream, since the Father founded it, 400 years ago. Correct. Nobody knows. All those children's corpses must have been good for something. This and that. Most of the time I'm anything from a clout to the ear to a knife between the ribs. Alright, two things. First of all, I've killed no more. Believe me, it takes a lot for the Ralata to order the death sentence for... If every misdemeanor were to be punished by decapitation... Secondly, nothing in life comes for free. The death of the father could be worth 100 dead cutthroats. And call it what you will. Glad to be of service. You can trust me on one thing, though. Killing these people? Sad as it is, the world needs people like me. The monsters of this world. The murderers. The tyrants. You need to speak. That's a bloody... Okay, let's assume for a moment that we don't... Number one, it goes wrong and he and whoever follows him inside all... Then we'd have a spectral murderer floating through the world, possessing powers we can't even... Then we might have missed the only chance to even get close enough to kill him. You get my point? It's too much of a risk to sit on our hands and hope scenario number one happens. What? It is. Why? Well, actually it's simple. Everybody who lives down... This applies to everybody, from beggar to crime lord. That's an exception. On the contrary, they take care on the shiny surface, and the Ralata, you mean when it comes to killing cocky bandits and vampires. Of course, in a fair duel with a keeper, most voices would probably end up in the dirt. But that's not how... Well, this applies to everybody. That's an exception.
Skeleton! You need to dig!
Don't shout!
Someone's there.
See anything? Let's look around. Let me see. Yeah. Well, that looks promising. Then I guess we need to dig. Come help me. Here we go. This must be it. Pretty big. What the blazes did he put in there? What's that smell? What the? Oh, shit! You mean this body is... Nonsense. You want to know what I think? This is probably some poor sod that crossed this lunatic's path at the wrong time. So we put him right into the crate with the pages. Bloody son of a whore. Oh, fuck if I know. We're talking about a man who murdered 10 girls and... I think you'd be well advised to stop trying to apply logic to his thinking. Right you are. Come on. You take them. Got them? All right. Get up, scum.
My sir. You found what you were looking for, didn't you? He can tell by your eyes.
We found the pages and something else. Whose corpse is in that chest?
What? But he told you, didn't he? It's Kalian. Nalok buried him. Yes. He said it before, didn't he? Kalian couldn't continue to live in this shell after what he did, so he shed it and Nalok buried him, together with the memories. You don't believe him. You think... But it's the truth. The simple truth. You two, more than anyone else, should understand.
Sure. Either way, we have what we wanted. And now it's time for you to pay for your crimes, Kalian. It's been long overdue.
What? But you said that you'd spare him if he'd show you the pages!
We said that we would think about it. And guess what? I did. You're a murderer, Kalian, and you've killed more people than I can count. Men, women, and children. And you know what? This whole act about how remorseful you are, I'm not buying it. Yes, you drank your bloody brains into oblivion, but ultimately, the only one you truly pity is yourself. Shut up. Yes. Any last words?
Letho.
What?
Nalok remembers. By the name of the sun, you were in the refuge orphanage, you and your friend, Letho.
What do you know about the refuge?
Back then, before the flesh maggot plague, when Nalok was still strong, the Kyranian woman who ran the orphanage gave him work. Don't you remember? He carried crates, he cleaned the floor, he cooked.
That was you? Uncle Nalok?
Yes, that's what you called him, Uncle Nalok. By the Guardians, it's been so long, but he remembers it all now. You and your friend, you were inseparable. Until...
You're right. I do remember.
What?
We were there when they took us. Worse, you helped them. What did she pay you, that old cunt? Huh? carrying crates, selling children to the Ralata. All the same, isn't it?
No, what? Naylock doesn't understand. He only...
Let's go. Yeah. His face seemed familiar, but I just couldn't place him. Yeah. We called him Uncle Naylock. Shagun, the matron, gave him work as a gopher. He wasn't as much of a wreck back then. Can you believe it? A former serial killer working in an orphanage. Apparently the old cunt liked to surround herself with people as rotten as she was. It doesn't matter. I know it. He'd been there the night it happened. One of us, Wilma, she refused to go. She screamed and kicked, but Naylock held her while one of the father's voices gave her a sleeping potion. That fucking piece of shit. Well, as I said, we're done here. Next we need to bring the pages to the first seer, which will, hopefully, encourage him to consider you as a mercenary for the expedition. But we'll see. Before we do that, though, we need to discuss a couple of things. We cannot afford a single mistake if we want this to work. Meet me in my hideout tomorrow morning, alright? It's a small abandoned warehouse in the main cabin, right before the path up to the city. There's an old poster of the theater right next to the door. That's how you recognize it. The dark corners of our minds. Because the risk's a lot higher that somebody will see us. Until then.
Yeah? What do you want?
Ralata Shera. Any news?
I guess you could say that.
Just had to play the hero, didn't you?
Remember that old tramp who was stealing from the Scions? We found him last night. In the Silver Cloud.
Really?
Really? He'd spent all the money on young men and he was at it when we got him. Should have seen it. He was so busy moaning like a sea dog that he didn't even see us arrive. A cleamy throat and he looks up, screams and tries to make a run for it, but forgets that his little boys tied him to the bedposts. I'll never forget that look on his face.
Oh boy, I wish I'd been there.
Wait, I'm not done yet. He seriously insisted that those two whores had held him there against his will.
What did you say?
Nothing. I knocked him out cold. Either way, I need to go. Father's blessing, sister.
Father's blessings.
Ahoy.
Keep walking.
Mind your own fucking business. Eating the last penny right out of your pocket.
What? Well, yeah, that's what I'd call myself. Even though I'd wager those fine misers and dames of the sickle would disagree. Let me put it this way. If you're looking for equipment, I'm sure I'll have a thing or two which might pique your interest. Borrowed items? I'm not sure what you mean. Safe travels.
Thank you, Sunchild. You saved a lot of lives today. Thank you, Sunchild. You saved a lot of lives today.
Why are you stopping?
Please, just... Hello. That's just how they are.
Woman thinks she's Vatira incarnate.
What? What is it, Sunchild?
I'll come around. He has to.
Hello? Hello?
Foreigners. Foreigners.
Eternally tormented in agony and pain. Their suffering in despair, an endless wicked pain. Their life was without love, no faith.
Move along.
Punishment they'll suffer.
Huh?
What?
Their life was corrupted with depravity. In death, they are lost once for eternity. In shame, they
flesh
passed
maggots.
away.
They are
And newly they were born. Dead of
Welcome to the
feeling
jewel of the Undercity. How may I be? Sure, if you have the money.
Why is that stuff so expensive? Their lives became
Alright, me wife will open up the door for you. Watch out for lice, will you?
bodies were thrown into a grave. Their life was corrupted with depravity. In death, they are lost ones for eternity. They lurk
Hello?
in ruins, crouching in the dark, striving to ray waves to any little spark. Their bodies are decaying, their minds are full of hate. They're hoping for a holy sword to end their awful fate. Was corrupted with depravity. In death, they are lost ones for eternity.
How they are.
Beware of corruption and depravity, or else you're
Move along.
Yeah? What do you want?
Well, that's just how he is. Always talking rot.
Something.
Well, well. The venerable sun-child graces us with its presence. Come to gawk at the people worse off than you. Another snob from the surface.
Listen, my child, and always
The day that struck. Fear in my heart. The day I just began.
A sun child, huh? If you came to watch the fights.
Yes?
Thank you. That's really generous. May his light guide you.
There you are. I was beginning to wonder whether you got cold feet. What? No, on the contrary. Even though us voices have a lot of privileges within the Ralata, we're still under constant observation, just like the Scions and the Acolytes. If I were to leave town without any reason, that would raise more suspicion than just dropping off the grid for a couple of hours down here. Well, that's the plan. But as I said, we will have to discuss a couple of things first. And please listen carefully, even if it sounds boring. If we blow our cover, then it will not just be the end of our plan, but also the end of the two of us. So, the Ralata has a holy scripture called the Ralas, or the Book Out of the Ashes. Its verses are the commandments of every Ralaim. It affects you because there are a couple of rules that you have to abide by once we're inside the temple. To infringe them is a crude sign of disrespect, and no mercenary who values his life would do that. In other words, if we want nobody to get wind of our plan, you'll need to fit in. Number 1, never talk to an acolyte, or voice, or seer if they don't address you first. As a mercenary, you're at the bottom of the hierarchy, on one level with the Scions. Alright, I got it. You're tough. But again, no mercenary would dare to infringe the Ralata's rules in their own temple. First of all, because it'll lower the chances that the first seer will consider you for the mission, and secondly, because it risks our cover. By their garments, Scions wear plain robes, and sometimes hoods. Acolytes wear the purple robes of the Ralata with their distinctive sun pattern. Seers wear similar robes, only more ornate. Voices wear the same armor that I wear. Rule number 2, wear this, or a helmet, whenever you enter the temple. The Ralata detests the display of the body, as all corporeality. Nobody will attack you if you enter the temple unveiled, but it will make people suspicious. And finally, rule number 3, do not openly talk about the Father. It's considered blasphemy. You most likely won't see him before the expedition anyways. There are a lame down there that have been committed to the Ralata for 20 years now and never saw him in person. It binds us to the physical plane. How would I know? It's a rule, and we all know how much religious people love following rules without questioning them. I'm sure the father had his reasons. I guess I saw him more than once as he experimented on my body as a child, but if you're referring to my time at the Ralata, yes, I have. Different. A lot more different from how you would probably picture him. Yeah, one more thing. In case the first seer asks, you contacted me, not the other way around. You heard the rumor that the father is looking for the lost pages, and a man named Rezio Doran gave you the tip about Carlian. You then contacted me and the false dog, and we went to get the pages together. Either way, enough of the talking. I informed the first seer of our coming, and like any sleeper, you will be tested by another voice in front of the temple. A person who hasn't seen the truth yet. In other words, everybody who's not a real lame. Follow me.
Woman thinks she's Vatira incarnate.
All right, almost there.
Should have just paid his shadow tax. Well, some people never learn.
Hard work pays off. Yeah, right.
Soon.
Move along.
Behave yourself, Sunchild.
Yes,
Brother Sorrow?
Brother Wrath. From ashes to blood, from blood to liberation. Is this the sleeper?
Yes.
He knows the rules?
Of course.
Good. Hold still. Interesting. You may enter.
Thank you, brother.
Father's blessings.
Well, that was strange. Ah, right. The short version. Once you devote your life to the Ralas, you need to take on a new name. The name of your biggest vice in your life before the awakening. Relaim always call each other by their new names, but we voices often use our dead names in the outside world. Hardly. Most people don't like talking about their lives before the Ralata. Every emotion is a weakness. Joy, greed, lust, scorn. According to the Ralas, everything that is human is another obstacle on the way to transcendence. This man, he wasn't just any voice. He was the Father's right hand, Brother Sorrow. I know, he's always been like that. But don't underestimate him. This man is a monster. I once saw him fight 4 thugs at once who thought it was a good idea to rob a voice of the Father. He decapitated one of them, broke another one's face, and cut down the remaining 2 with a single swing of his sword. Most Relaim do. Complete veiling isn't required, but it's considered a sign of religious devotion. Good question. Let's just stay on our guard. Yes.
Ralata, Sheriff.
Pity. He was a good man. We're watching you, Sleeper. Always.
They will never understand. Wrong.
First Seer. From ashes to blood, from blood to liberation.
Ah, Brother Wrath. Is this our visitor?
Yes, First Seer. He helped me find the lost pages.
Interesting. Show me. Interesting. Tell me, how did you know that the Father is looking for these? I see. And how did you meet Brother Wrath? Also through your contact? It is indeed. Well then, I am Brother Longing, or to you, the First Seer. I assume Brother Wrath promised you a reward for these.
I have.
Look at that.
300 pennies.
The mercenary. Good. Then go up to the tower and talk to Sister Envy. She will pay you. Brother Wrath, will you escort our guest back outside?
If that is your wish, then yes, First Seer.
What do you mean by that?
I was thinking... irrelevant. Father's blessings, First Seer. Thank you for your time.
Speak.
Well, the expedition. You said that the Father ordered you to find capable mercenaries. Treasure hunters.
I understand. You think he'd be a fitting candidate? I fail to see any magical talent in him, however. Why do you think he could be of use to us? We have enough leg breakers already.
Correct. And one who knows his craft. At least judging by what I saw.
Your aura is remarkable. It's true. Fine then. We actually have enough mercenaries already, but you seem to be more capable than the scum that usually runs the Undercity's alleys. However, before I recommend you to the Father, I want you to prove yourself. Brother Greed. Sister Pride, is she still in the Light Grove? Good. Then escort this man into the Dark Valley. I want you to kill someone for us. Sister Pride. A voice who has betrayed us. Bring me her heart, and I'll consider recommending you to the Father. An expedition will be taking place soon, and we are still looking for capable mercenaries. As I said, she betrayed us. Not for this mission, no, but as I said, if you succeed, I will suggest you as a potential candidate for the expedition, and that mission will be lucrative. I believe my instructions were quite clear. Correct. She fled into a cave, probably hoping that we wouldn't find her there. Brother Greed will show you the way. Good luck. And you, Brother Wrath, will stay. There is something we need to discuss.
A stranger. What brings you here? Not much, but if it's scrolls and potions you're after, I might be able to help. Here, take a look. Show me 300 pennies. And just what in the Father's name did you do to earn such copious pay? Impressive. Here's your money. Good luck.
First of the golden moon, 8233. I can't bear it any longer. Father, Malphus, Fate, or whoever is listening, save me, or I will break. I will run, far away from this temple. Far away. Somewhere where nobody knows me, and where nobody sees me, and where I see nobody. Seventh of the Fundament, 8233. Father, hear my prayer. Make me see them again. Make me see them. It's driving me crazy. I want out. Out of the caves. Anywhere where there are no people. I want to be normal again.
Got! Ha! Like the bite of a flea.
are you? No, wait. Don't say anything. You're my punishment, aren't you? You're here to kill me. The faces. I just couldn't bear them any longer. I couldn't. None! At first, I thought it would pass, you know? That it's just a disease, like the fever. But it didn't. It only got worse. First this strangeness. Then the faces. This feeling that I wasn't myself. That Sister Pride, Nessa, is only a puppet who thinks she is real. Me, my name, before the father showed me the Ralas. It started 2 years ago. Sometimes, when I talked to people, their faces began to run off. Like color. Like wax. At first I thought I was ill, so I drank grunt root every day, but it never got better. Only worse. Everything started to melt. First the nose, then the eyes, then the mouth, until there was nothing left but a smooth, egg-shaped piece of skin. Yes, it doesn't help with the strangeness, but at least I don't have to see faces anymore. No, of course not, because nobody could find out. Had they found out, then the father would have left me behind on the day of transcendence. And I couldn't let that happen. Don't you understand? I couldn't. Why? Because I was weak. Angry and weak. I thought if only I fled far away from the father, then the faces would return. But they didn't. Of course they didn't. Because I was the problem to begin with. My faith was too weak. My devotion to the Ralas too little. And that is why I need to die. I finally accepted it. Everything. All this time, I was a bad Ralayim. I sinned again and again. I succumbed to my body, just as the sleepers do. And it corrupted my mind. I don't want to talk about it. Of course you don't, because you're a sleeper. But didn't the father tell you to? No, there isn't. And even if there were, I wouldn't want it. This is my punishment. The punishment for my weakness. And if I had the courage, I would have already ended it myself. Don't be. It's what I want. Father, forgive me. "16th of the Conquering, 8233. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy, and they all know. They know, but they act like they don't. But what can I do? It's not my fault. I didn't want to be this way. I didn't."
Ralata Shara.
He was a good man. Stupid sheep.
Hey, you there?
Observe.
Sleeper. Do you have a second? What? No, to that lovely wall right behind you. Come, follow me. There's something we need to talk about. Alright, this is better. You're a mercenary, aren't you? You're the one who found the missing pages. Well, cuz I could use your help. What do you mean? Of course we are. though it might be wise not to go around telling everyone, you as a sleeper are frowned upon. I'd rather not. You get the point. Simple. I want you to find something for me. Relics of old civilizations, collectibles. In return, you'll be paid generously. Well, guess what? Not all of us grew up in rat shit and guano. I'm not from the Undercity. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm well done. Why did I leave my oh-so-glorious future? Because it's nonsense. Empty, asinine nonsense. The bourgeois try to drown the pointlessness of their existence in costly jewelry, whereas the godlambs tell each other and the populace lies about the oh-so-glorious eternal paths, where we can all lick honey off a virgin's teat, if only we're docile and subservient enough while we're alive. They do, which doesn't prevent the scion from stashing away a pouch of pennies for a rainy day. I don't have parents anymore. The Ralata is my family now, but I haven't heard from them. However, since Brother Greed sent the 2 bullies they hired to bring me back to the upper city, back with their arms and legs broken. None of your business. Oh, and just how am I supposed to do that? Should I just strip off my robes and saunter out of here like Sister Pride? And even though I'm grateful for your spiritual advice, I didn't ask for your opinion, but for your services as a mercenary. What? Blazes! Do I need to spell it out for you? None of your business! Anything related to the old civilizations. Starling technology, Pyrian pottery, you get the idea. It won't be to your disadvantage. You can count on that. Just come back here once you've found something, and I'll buy it for a price none of the merchants will offer you. Understood? Good. I'll be waiting. Yeah? Had any luck? Good. Very good. Here. This should compensate you for your efforts. Yeah? Had any luck?
A stranger. What brings you here?
No.
Would you look at that? The mercenary returns. Why? Would you like to become one of us? Maybe, maybe not. Ask. let me put it this way. How can one overcome a vice if he indulges it on a daily basis? The more we eat, the more we feel, the more we copulate, the more we identify with this vessel, and the further we distance ourselves from transcendence. Asceticism is the key to purity. The Lightborn. False gods, the lot of them. Mages who are being idolized as something they never were, if there's still anything at all, that is. You hear a lot of things these days. You see, their faith is hollow. They tell their lambs that they protect them, that they will grant them a better life after death, even though they know that they can do neither the one thing nor the other. Death is the end of existence, and anyone who hasn't succeeded in separating from his vessel by the time it arrives simply ceases to exist. That's a long story, and discussing it would exceed both my time and my patience. Forgive me. Show me. Interesting. Well then, you upheld your end of the bargain, so I'll do the same. I don't care. She gave herself to the Ralas, to the Father, and she betrayed us. The punishment for this is death. End of story. The Father will. I will put forward my recommendation. We will contact you once he has made his decision. Now leave. Leave. We will contact you once the Father has made a decision.
I think I have a letter for you. At least I think it's you. You look just like the Meister told me. Well, the Meister also said you'd pay me 10 pennies for the delivery. He didn't have any coin. Whoa! Thank you! Malphus bless you and safe travels!
Now you're quite the sight. How about a little bit of fun? Hello, handsome.
Did you kill her? Princess Goldilocks. Sister Pride, of course. Nessa. Good. That's good. You know, Nessa joined the Ralata only shortly after me. She was an orphan too. We even shared the same bunk bed for a year or so. And now she's dead. That feels strange. Close. I didn't say we were close. She was a murderer, just like all those lunatic bastards. I would have cut her throat myself without a moment's hesitation had our plan demanded it. Faces? Huh. What should I make of it? I'm not an apothecary. Maybe she hit the dust a little too heavily on her visits to the Silver Cloud. She wouldn't be the first to relate with a drug problem. Now, we wait until we hear back from the first seer. If we're unlucky, that's where our plan will end. If the father is not interested in your services, there's nothing we can do. However, there's something else I might need your help with in the meantime. 250 pennies. More than enough. It has to do with my past. With the refuge. Yeah. I told you that Shagun, the matron of the house, knew about the abductions, didn't I? That she sold us? Well, I only learned that recently. I used to think that the Ralata forced Shagun to give us away. And even now, there's still a part of me that wants to believe it. The reason why I'm going back to the refuge is that I want to know for certain. I want to know how rotten a soul Shagun really was. And who knows, maybe we'll also find more about what the father actually did with us children. More about the experiments. I hope so. It was closed down after the flesh maggot plague killed Shagun, so her documents might still be there. Thing is, ever since the Red Madness, the place has been crawling with lost ones. Exactly. I'd probably be able to do it myself, but now is the wrong time to take unnecessary risks. So, let's meet at the marketplace. right in front of Zorgben and Sons. I'll make some preparations.
Move along.
Hello. Hello.
Please. Oh, thank you. You truly are a good person.